And a very pleasant good afternoon, and welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Andrew Bleckman, here solo again today. 2 more performances. Stu will be back here Thursday. He's doing well. I was in contact with him, and I'm pleased to welcome you to this Saturday afternoon performance. We will have 9 games for you beginning at 4 p.m. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of today's games offers Win Play Show, Quinella Exacta, and Trifecta Wagering. And if these terms are new to you, we will explain them throughout the performance here today. We now have 2 pick 3s. We have an early pick 3 and a late pick 3. Early pick 3 begins in Game 4, encompasses Games 4 through 6. The late pick 3 starts in Game 7 and goes through Game number 9. To play that pick 3 correctly, pick the winners of those 3 games, whichever one you choose to do, to cash in on that pick 3. We also have the high-paying High 5 jackpot today with a little extra incentive. Got a decent amount in that carryover. I think it was just under $1,500 was in the carryover, so we'll be looking at a very, very good day for that High 5. Could be up over $3,000, which would be the highest we've seen here this week. It was hit in the first performance. It survived the last 3, so that's, for the High 5, if you've been here with us through the season, that's a pretty long time, so a good day to play that High 5. To do it, pick the winners of Games 3 through 7. If you get all winners right, and you are the only ticket to do so, that's how you will cash in on all that money in the carryover and whatever's bet into it into jackpot. Perhaps, as we said, up over $3,000, maybe even more. And of course, we also have the Mighty Ocho. That begins before the start of Game 1. That's a jackpot wager as well, but that's a pick 8, a little more difficult. Pick the winners of Games 1 through 8. If you get all 8 correct, well, you take it to do so. That's how you cash in on that Mighty Ocho. Online wagering is available if you'd like to wager at watchandwager.com, or if you're in the state of Connecticut, mywinners.com. But placing bets, of course, as you know, is not necessary to enjoy all that we have in store for you today. We do have 1 scratch. Now, Fred has been removed from the program. He was scratched earlier, but Anderluck sustained an injury here today in warm-ups. So he will be scratched from all of his scheduled appearances here today. So let's begin a complete rundown of this scratch. Starting Game 1 is completely clear. Game 2 is clear. Game 3 is clear. Beginning in Game 4, that's where that scratch is going to start to take effect. Post 5, you're going to scratch Anderluck. Game 4, replace him with CRB. Game 4, post 5, scratch Anderluck and replace him with CRB. It's the program sub for all those singles games as well. Going into the doubles, Game 5, it gets a little more complicated. Game 5, post 4, you're going to scratch Anderluck, replace him with Carballo. Game 5, post 4, scratch Anderluck and replace him with Carballo there. Game 6, no changes necessary. Game 7 now. Post 8, you're going to scratch Anderluck, replace him with Ron. Game 7, post 8, scratch Anderluck and replace him with Ron. Game 8, post 5, you're going to scratch Anderluck, replace him with Bueno. Game 8, post 5, scratch Anderluck and replace him with Bueno. And finally, Game 9, post 1, scratch Anderluck, replace him with Jedden. Game 9, post 1, you're going to scratch Anderluck and replace him with Jedden. So, program sub for the singles, you got Carballo going in for Anderluck in Game 5, Ron going in Game 7. And that has been a complete rundown of the scratch of Anderluck as it affects this Saturday afternoon performance. So with all that in mind, of course, we recognize many of you are still sheltering in place or safer at home or just trying to get by as best you can as we all confront this new normal. And wherever you may be, we hope that you are safe, healthy, and we're just glad to be able to bring you Jai-Alai as sports entertainment here this afternoon. We now welcome you to sit back and relax because at 4 p.m., it is time to play Jai-Alai. And the week here at Magic City, 25th week of this 2020 season, winding down. I believe we got 6 more after this. That's going to be 5 more after this one. Yeah, you got Douglas still. Let's go to those single standings so that we know for sure. We got Douglas here, still atop those standings, 152 wins. He's had a pretty good week. And over the past few, Justin got a new Cesta, week 23. Last week, kind of on and off, but here, 5 wins, 2 places. He's got a show. He's also got a quad finish in there, but doesn't count for in the money purposes there. So 5 wins for him. Second most on the roster this weekend, and leading the pack continuing with his unprecedented run in these early games is El Barba here. 7 wins for him, 1 place, 2 shows, 10 total in the money finishes. He's played 4 games per performance, so that's 16 games, 10 to 16. Pretty good percentage there for him. Leading fantasy, leading wins, in the lead for that Golden Cesta. It's given to the player with the most singles wins each week, so El Barba just carrying on with that tremendous play that we've seen here. Just smooth, controlled style that CTFB. That's all you got to say. And that's really been the key to success for him. He's doing just that in these early games and not playing too much outside of his game, and that is working for him. So he's now made a huge jump in those singles standings, as well as overtaken 4th place, and he is 7 games behind Bueno for that 3rd and final bonus money slot. So that's going to be a great race coming down the stretch here towards the end of the season. Now with 4 minutes left till we get into game number 1, another reminder that Anderluck is scratched in all of his scheduled appearances. That begins to take effect in game 4. But to get you all up to the start of that first game now, we got a video that's going to explain the scoring format for the first 8 games of this 9-game performance, and that, of course, is Spectacular 7 scoring. Take a look.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And that takes us to just under 2 minutes now till that first game of this Saturday afternoon performance. As we said, big day for that high 5. Just under 1,500 in the carryover going into this performance today, so could be looking at over 3,000, maybe even more depending on what is bet into it here. To play that, you got to get those wagers in before the start of game 3, so you got some time. See how some of these guys do in these earlier games. But he picked the winners of games 3 through 7. If you get all 5 winners correct, and you are the only ticket to do so, you can take home all of that carryover, plus what's ever bet into it there today. Certainly over that $2,000 guarantee each and every performance with that high 5. And for those of you playing along with that free-to-play Fantasy Jai-Alai at fantasyjai-alai.com, saw the standings updated through those first 4 performances. We got 2 more here, 1 today, 1 tomorrow. Yeah, and it looks like a 8-way tie atop that leaderboard right now. 4 points, though, separates the first and second place teams. We got some interesting names up there. And it's pretty close. I mean, although that top one, you got CRB, he's getting an extra game here because of Anderluck's scratch. That's certainly beneficial. Vuelo and Anderluck, that doubles team, not going to earn any points today because of Anderluck's scratch, so kind of unfortunate if you had that team, and I think some of those entries may have had them, yeah, looking like those ones that were pretty close, but still, a lot could happen here in these 2 days. And we've got 0 minutes till we get into game number 1. So let's get right into the action. JR says, let's begin. Game 1 will be a spectacular 7 singles match. We'll be playing up to 7 points. Points doubling after all matchups there in the first round of play. To begin here, serving in the red shirt of post 1, we have Diaz, and receiving the blue post 2, Cool Fitness.
Anderson was feeding me chocolate.
Diaz's serve begins game number 1. This reverse stays to the inside. Rebote's out. Forehand played to the outside. Slow bouncer, no problem for Cool Fitness there on the outside. Powers it back inside. Cut off by Diaz. Takes it in the air at the 10 line. High off the front wall. Caught by Cool Fitness. Diaz has got that one low. Goes for the carom. Sails just wide, out of play, point 2. 2 first up on the board here. In this first game, that'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3, Assier. Point 2. 2 straight points for Cool Fitness to open up this first game. He's got the green shirt to post 4 now, Vuelo. Vuelo tipped the serve coming in, crossing the side wall beyond the 11 lines. Good serve from Cool Fitness, scoring point 2. 3 points now for Cool Fitness. Black shirt to post 5. Here's CRB. And that's an underserve. Got to get those serves between the 4 and 7. That one coming up short, point 5. CRB on the board, 1 point. In receive, yellow shirt to post 6, El Barba. El Barba's got that serve beyond the 12 line. Backing up CRB, takes it on a quick bounce. Carom into the pad, point 6. Here's the pink shirt to post 7 in a receive for the first time today. It's number 37, Tennessee. Let's serve by El Barba. Rebote's coming out. He plays it at the 8 line, back to the middle of the court. Quick bounce. Tennessee brings it in on the forehand. Comes back to the inside. El Barba pushed him out of the way. Gets in there. It's a soft reverse off. Took a high bounce. Tennessee stays with it. Looks for the big bounce, the picada. El Barba kind of caught under the bridge. Gets it off. Nice Rebote save. Sends Tennessee to the outside. Looking for that 3-wall placement shot. El Barba's going to run under it. In and out of the cesta it goes. Point 7. In now to receive, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt of post 8. We have Juice. Point 7. And that will do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points to the end of the game. Returning here, post 1, Diaz. Diaz winds up the costado, keeps it to the inside. Tennessee lets it pass, gets the rebote off on the forehand side. Nice play. Here's Diaz back at the 10 line, clips the sidewall. Rebote's coming out. Tennessee set up in the middle of the court on a knee. Rebote 2-wall. Diaz plays it back. 2-wall play, stopped by Tennessee. There's Diaz digging it out, high off the front wall with that rebote save. Tennessee goes back for it, caught under the bridge completely, caught the ball. Point 1. Diaz on the board with 2 points. Returning, white shirt to post 3, Asier. Asier's got that one, 9 line. Strong reverse. Diaz going to the ground, making the rebote save. Asier winds up, fires a big reverse. That one coming way out. Diaz set up at the 6 line, turns it high off the front wall, looking to pass Asier. Not going to let him. Makes a good catch over his head. Played to the corner of the front wall, comes back to the middle of the court where that is tipped. Scoring point 3. Returning, green shirt to post 4, here's Vuelo. High bouncing serve brought in from Vuelo. Powers it back to the inside. Rebote's out for Asier. Digs it out there. On a hop, Vuelo bringing it down. Softer forehand back to the inside. Catches 3 walls. Asier set up middle of the court. Nice rebote back inside. Vuelo gets there, runs under it. Takes his time and fires from the left side. Rebote's out. That one clipping the sidewall. Vuelo takes it in the air. Powers that forehand again. 3-wall play once more. Asier diving to the ground. That one definitely in play. Vuelo gets there on the outside. His carom from the front court. That's going to score point 4. Vuelo now on the board, 2 points. Returning, here's Cool Fitness. He's got 3 points. Cool Fitness makes a nice catch right along that sidewall. Gets the reverse off. Whoa, he's got it at the 10 line. Cool on the move. Up at the 6 line. Turns a 2-wall. That's going to land in. Hits the cage. That counts. Scores point 2. Giving Cool Fitness 5 points and a possible game point here in this first game. Into stop in post 5 CRB. Cool Fitness cuts it off at the 8 line, makes a good catch. Powers this reverse. CRB lets it go. Rebote left side. It's off the side wall. Here's Cool Fitness now on the outside. Big forehand. Catches 3 walls again. There's CRB digging it out to the outside. Cool Fitness makes a good catch there on the forehand. Carambola played back and scoring for the win. Point and game. The blue shirt of post 2, Cool Fitness. The remaining teams will pair off and play off for 2nd and 3rd place. To begin, post 7 will serve post 1. Sidearm forehand from Diaz. Caught in the air by Tennessee. Rebote's out. Forehand. Blazy. Crashed into that side wall there. Tennessee now up at the 9 line. Powers that reverse. Diaz backpedaling. Stops at the 7. Gets it off as he's on the ground. Gets out of the way nicely. Caught on the inside. Tennessee. Too nice of a guy to throw the carom. Diaz digs it out. Tennessee now on the outside. Powers it back over the top. Diaz in and out of the cesta it goes. Point 7. 3 will now serve to 4. The winner of this point will take on 7. For 2nd and 3rd place. Got Asier here serving to Vuelo. Well, clips the sidewall in that reverse, brought in by Assier. High off the front wall. Rebote's out. Turned hard by Velo back to the inside. Assier makes the adjustment, takes on the forehand. His carom not cutting out. Velo's got it on the left side. Runner back to the inside. On the left side, scores. Point 4. 7 will now serve to 4. Tennessee will serve to Velo here for second and third place. Winner will place. Loser will take third. Tennessee over the top with his forehand. Brought in by Velo. Good catch, crashing into the side wall. Goes for the 2-wall again. That one not cutting out. Tennessee middle of the court. High off the front wall. Caught by Velo. Slows it down with that forehand. And that was working. Right at the feet of Tennessee. 4 will place. 7 shows. Unofficial order of finish there for game number 1, 2, 4, 7. 2, 4, and 7. We'll get those official results coming up here in just a moment. The results there of Game 1 now official. Post 2, Cool Fitness with a win. Post 4, Velo taking second. Post 7, Tennessee comes in third. 2-4-7 is now official. For that first game, as the prices are on your screen, healthy trifecta. 2-4-7 to start it off, 603.60. Or perhaps only one person had it. Don't know how much was in that pool. We see a lot of consolations on the board in the Quinella and Exacta 2-all. The Quinella 2-all, $3. Quinella 4-all, $3.80. You got the Exacta consolation there, 2-all, $11, and all 4, $7.40. The 2 to win, Cool Fitness to win there is going to return $10.20. Up next, game number 2. Game 2 is going to be the same. Another spectacular 7 singles match, pretty much the same players. We got Jeden here in the place of Tennessee. Outside of that, a lot of the same faces. Spectacular 7 scoring. Standard wagering options are available. Win, play, show, Quinella, Exacta, and Trifecta wagers are all available here in this second game. Don't forget that high 5 today with a lot of money in that carryover, just under $1,500. Should put that jackpot definitely over $2,000, maybe even over $3,000. But that depends on you guys at home, depending on how much is bet into it. And that again before the start of Game 3, so you got some time to get those wagers in. Post time for Game 2, though, is now just 6 minutes away. And to get you up to the start of that second game, if you have any new fans that are joining us here for the first time, we got this video that's going to explain in simpler terms how Jai-Alai is played.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And we're back now 4 minutes from the start of game number 2. And for Cool Fitness there, that win, his first of the week. Didn't get one last week, week 24, week 23, nothing in the win column. Got to go all the way back to week 22, so first win for him in the last 3 weeks there. And Cool Fitness was out for quite a while there, the middle part of that season, so he's kind of getting back and certainly playing much better now. It's got to help also with Ikeda in those doubles games. Good partner up there. They seem to have a pretty good chemistry, fun to play with, so it's carried over into those singles game. His performance is much better. In his 25th week, he had 2 places and 2 shows coming in, so in the money, getting a little better than where it was. And that one, finding the win column there, so nicely done for Cool Fitness. Looking, chat, we don't obviously shout out people often, but when we see some new states, people tuning in from new places, it's always pretty exciting. And we got someone from Maine today. Will, thanks. We're posting some combinations there, so definitely knows what he's talking about. Big Jai-Alai fan, so don't know if this is your first time tuning in, but welcome if it is. Always good to have people from all parts of the country. I mean, you see from playing fantasy, obviously, got to send out those prizes to people, and yeah, they're all over the country, ranging from Hawaii, Texas, Massachusetts, the Midwest, all over. So all parts of the country, big into Jai-Alai, and that's great to see. And yeah, we got our fans back from the Midwest again, so good to see Dan back in here for the second day. Good to get those new chatters in. Game 2 now less than a minute away. Oh, we have a second. Maybe we'll pick this second game. We don't have Stu here. Talking to myself, going around in circles. So let's get back to the program. Take a look. And one name really sticks out here. Jen with 1 win this week, playing out of post 2. Even though Albarba's been dominating these games, all it takes is 4 points from that 8 post and he could run it out straight. But I think Jed may be the guy here, post 2, to get it done. It's the first pick here in a while. Don't think we had one yesterday, so we'll see if that comes in. And if you had the 2, I apologize in advance. We are now ready to begin game number 2. Game 2 will be a spectacular 7 singles match. Playing up to 7 points again. All points doubling after all matchups there in the first round of play. To begin serving in the red of post 1 here, we have Vlelo receiving in the blue of post 2. Jed. Follow serve there begins our second game of the afternoon with a drop ball, point 1. Volo on the board first in game 2. He's got the white shirt to post 3. And to receive, we have Cool Fitness. Cool Fitness on the left side. And Vuelo plays that rebote back to the inside. Cool Fitness makes a catch at the 10 line. Powerful reverse. Coming to the outside. Vuelo setting up at the 6 line. That's a 2-wall. And it sails wide of the court. That's out of play. Point 3. It'll receive green shirt of post 4. We have Asier. Asier high and hard with the forehand. Cool Fitness thought about cutting it off. Waits for the rebote. Lays it up nicely. Good control. Sending Asier back to the 10 line. He's got it on the left side. That reverse, however, gets away from him into the overhead screen. Point 3. Black shirt to post 5 to receive now. We have Juice. High bouncing serve taken in by Juice. Slows it down with that forehand. Crossing the side wall. Comes out to the rebote. Cool Fitness, though, powers that to the inside. Juice with one hand. Got it. But lost control on the reverse. Into the overhead screen again. Point 3. Yellow shirt to post 6. Here's Diaz. Diaz left side. Caught by Cool Fitness. Powers this reverse again. Diaz goes back, setting up for the rebote. Cool Fitness on a hop. Showing off the vertical. Makes the catch and beats Diaz to the inside. That scores. Point 3. In for this matchup, pink shirt to post 7, CRB. CRB clips the side wall on that reverse. Cool Fitness with a good catch. Powers the forehand again. 3-wall play. Comes out to CRB. Just does get it up off the front wall. Cool Fitness turns on the Jets. Couldn't bring it in. Point 7. In out receive, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt to post 8. Here's El Barba. CRB had it, juggled it, held it. Point 8. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups were 2 points to the end of the game. Returning, here's post 2, Jedden. Jedden to the outside. That one narrowly avoids the cage. No play on the rebote for El Barba, though. Point 2. Jedden now with 2 points. Red shirt to post 1 returns. Here's Vuelo. And that's an overserve. That one flew beyond the 7 line. Point 1. Vuelo with 3 points. Returning, green shirt to post 4, Asier. Catch by Asier. Vuelo digging it out, going to the ground. High bouncer. Asier backing up. Hauls it in beyond the 11. Sidearm forehand. Almost caught Vuelo there off the cesta. Avoids it. Gets the rebote off. And it gets by Asier to score. Point 1. And it gives Vuelo now a possible game point. In to stop him, the black shirt to post 5, Juice. And that is an underserve. Game will continue here, point 5. Returning yellow shirt to post 6, Diaz. Diaz on the forehand. Passes Juice. Setting up for the rebote. Soft play. Clips the side wall, sending Diaz to the outside. Powers that back to the inside. There's Juice sliding in, making the catch on the forehand. This comes out middle of the court. Here's Diaz. Tries to pass again. Going to get by Juice. He's got it on the outside. That one's not going to stay in the court. That's out of play. Point 6. Returning here's Cool Fitness, white shirt to post 3. He's got 4 points. Rebote for Diaz. Back to the inside, right along the sidewall. There's Cool Fitness. Rebote swing and a miss for Diaz at point 3. That gives Cool Fitness a possible game point with 6 points. He's got CRB, pink shirt to post 7, in to stop him. Cool Fitness caught at the 9 line. Reverse 2-wall. There's CRB with a good catch. Over the top, back inside. Crossing the side wall. Cool Fitness hangs with it, makes a nice catch. Gets the reverse off. CRB, rebote, high off the front wall. There's Cool Fitness, cutting it off again. Low catch at the 11 line. Powers that forehand back. There's CRB. His reverse comes out to the rebote. Cool Fitness goes to the ground. Soft controlled 2-wall. There's CRB, brings it in. Just clears the overhead screen. Rebote 2-wall. Cool Fitness with power. CRB's got there. Played it right to the corner of the front wall and in and out of the cesta. It goes there on the outside. Good point played by these two. Game's going to continue, point 7. Good serve by CRB, El Barba. Low forehand, hauled in. Rebote on the left side, back to the inside. El Barba ducks. CRB went for it. Missed it, point 8. Eight now, 3 points. Returning here's Jed in post 2. Jed powers at forehand to the inside, gets by El Barba on the scoop attempt and scores, point 2. 4 points for Jedden. Returning, here's Asier. Green shirt to post 4. Ball missed, point 2. Jedden now. Oh, folks, we're locked. Jedden and Volo both have game point. Jedden with 6. Volo with 5. This is game point. Volo got at serve. It's a reverse off. Jedden's going to wait for the rebote. On the left side, powers it to the inside. And that's going to score for the win. Point and game. Blue shirt of post 2, Jedden. And a little dance. 3's going to place. 1 shows. Unofficial order of finish 4. Game number 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1. We'll get those official results coming up here in just a moment. The results there are now official. Post 2, Jedden. 3rd time around. They don't ask how, they ask how many. gets it done, gets the win. Post 2 coming in second. Post 3, that's Cool Fitness. Taking third, Post 1, Avuelo 231 is now the official order of finish for that second game. We see those prices now, the $2 Quinella or Quinella, whichever you prefer. 2-3, that returns $12.80. Public all over that one. The $2 trifecta 231 returns $78.60. Up next, we've got game number 3. Things start to get a little more interesting here in game 3 because it starts that high five today. As we said, just under 1,500 in that carryover, plus whatever is bet into it today, taking us well over 2,000. Could be over 3, good chance of that. Maybe approaching 3,500, so we'll see how big that jackpot grows. That's up to you guys at home to play the high five. Correctly pick the winner of those games 3 through 7. If you get all 5 winners correct and you are the only ticket to have that combination, that is how you will cash in. If there are multiple winners, it'll carry over. If nobody has all 5, it will carry over into our performance here tomorrow. Game 3, though, is going to be a spectacular 7 singles match. We're going up to 7 points double after all matchups there in the first round of play. We do have a couple scratches that impact the high five, so we're going to run through that before we go anywhere. For those of you placing those wagers, Anderluck is scratching all of his scheduled appearances here today. That affects games 4, 5, and 7 for the high five. Also impacts games 8 and 9. So game 4, post 5, you're going to scratch Anderluck, replace him with CRB. Game 4, post 5, scratch Anderluck, replace him with CRB. Game 5, post 4, you're going to scratch Anderluck, replace him with Carballo. Game 5, post 4, you're going to scratch Anderluck, replace him with Carballo. Game 6 is all good. No changes necessary in that 6th game. Game 7, post 8, you're going to scratch Anderluck and replace him with Ron. Game 7, post 8, you're going to scratch Anderluck and replace him with Ron. Also, Anderluck, if you're looking to play that late pick 3, games 8 and 9. Game 8, post 5, Anderluck, scratch, replace him with Bueno. Game 9, post 1, scratch Anderluck, replace him with Jedin. So those are all the scratches of Anderluck as it impacts the rest of the performance as you're looking ahead to get those high five wagers in. As that pool up over 1,000 already. As you said there, over that 2,000 guaranteed. Post time for that 6th game is coming your way. Sorry, that 3rd game is now just 6 minutes away.
Congratulations to this week's Fantasy Highlight winners, Top Remen, Big Bad Donny, and Ballo Corp. These 3 teams narrowly outlasted the rest of the field after scoring 126 points with the roster of singles players Douglas, El Barba, and CRB, and doubles pairing Carballo and Diaz. The winning teams had to wait until the final game of the week to clinch the W, ultimately finishing in a tie atop the standings in the most tightly contested fantasy race of the season. These teams were willing to splurge the $10 to draft the most expensive singles player, Douglas, who responded by compiling a balanced yet impressive stat line of 4 wins, 3 places, and 5 shows for a 41-point fantasy output. The Wonder Boy ranked 2nd amongst the entire roster in Week 24, only to be outdone by the man who seemingly can't be stopped, El Barba. At $6, this selection proved to be a difference maker as 77 stayed red hot and dominant throughout the early singles games with his cool, calm, and collected style of play. In the end, El Barba finished with a roster-leading mark of 6 victories and 14 in-the-money finishes, which added up to 50 fantasy points for the week. At a $6 price tag, the Beard outscored 5 higher or equally priced Pelotaris, including Douglas at $10, Ron at $9, and Carballo and Ikeda at $6. With just $5 left and 2 selections to go, the winning entries decided to dip into the pot for the least expensive players and chose CRB at $2. The former Canes wide receiver showed many signs that he's starting to come into his own as a highlight player, building up his improved play to the tune of 1 1 win, 3 places, and 3 shows for a 20-point fantasy output. Those $2 picks can end up being pretty valuable, so don't sleep on them, as CRB outscored 8 higher or equally priced Pelotari's, including Ben at $6 and Kubala and Tennessee at $5. With just $3 remaining to select a doubles pairing, the winning teams chose the familiar duo of Carballo and Diaz. They picked up right where they left off to begin the second doubles tournament of the Doubles Championship Series, finding the win column 3 times for a crucial 15 fantasy points. Carballo and Diaz finished as the 4th highest scoring doubles pair overall, but most importantly, they did just enough to put these 3 teams over the top. Top Remen, Big Bad Donny, and Ballo Corp will each receive a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt plus a share of the $150 cash prize. It's important to note that cash prizes will remain unlocked for the duration of the season as long as there are 150 or more active teams in the league. And it doesn't end there. If the league reaches 200 members, the weekly prize money will increase to $200. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Just sign up for free at fantasyhighlight.com, pick your players, and watch your progress on the Jai-Alai Channel. The more people who play, the more money to be won, so please help us spread the word. And remember, every week is a brand new chance to update your team and win. You can find more details regarding the Fantasy League on the Instagram page at Jai-Alai Channel or at fantasyhighlight.com.
And congratulations again to last week's Fantasy Jai-Alai winners. 3-way tie atop those standings there. $50 each coming your way in addition to a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt. And if you'd like a little more Fantasy Jai-Alai in your life, well, along with that free-to-play Fantasy Jai-Alai, we're excited to announce that Fantasy Jai-Alai has been picked up by one of the major players in daily fantasy sports, and that is PrizePicks.com. PrizePicks offers a unique fantasy sports platform that is a totally different experience from our weekly drafts. PrizePicks allows you to bet on individual players and then mix and match amongst a variety of sports each and every day. Now, for a limited time, they're offering special incentives for signing up. Go to prizepicks.com and type Jai into the referral code field when you sign up. And if you make a $100 deposit, PrizePicks will match that and put another $100 into your account for free. Just like that. Then here's where it gets even more interesting. If you send us a picture of your computer or phone screen as proof that you use that referral code HI at sign up, you will qualify for a double cash prize if you win a week of the Jai-Alai Channel's Fantasy Jai-Alai, either this season 2020 or next season in 2021 with that expanded Jai-Alai schedule. So it's as simple as that. Just sign up at prizepicks.com. Use the referral code Jai when you sign up. And the most important part, you got to send that picture to info@the-Jai-Alai Channel. So make sure to take a picture of the sign-up page where we can actually see the referral code field with the word HI typed in. That's the screen before you click to submit your sign-up. As we said, send that to the email address info@the-Jai-Alai-Channel.com, and that is how you will qualify to get double the cash prize when you win a week of our Fantasy Jai-Alai. It's already been done this season, so you can do it as well. Plus, you get that $100 bonus deposit match, then a free entry to get you started on PrizePicks. So it's a win-win. Sign up at PrizePicks. That's PrizePicks.com today. Takes us now to less than a minute till we get into game number 3. And that's right. Do get another pick. 1 for 1. I was ready to send my football slate, and then you guys could make a 14-team parlay and cash in big, but how about that? Comes back third time around. We'll wait, though. We'll let that pick marinate. We got game 3 first. The start of that high five. If you played, good luck. Game 3 will be a spectacular 7 singles match. We'll be playing up to 7 points. Points doubling after all matchups there in the first round of play. To begin serving at red at post 1 here, we have CRB receiving the blue at post 2. Here's Assier. CRB serve begins game number 3. CRB in the middle of the court now. Play to the corner of that front wall, comes back middle of the court, where it is missed, point 1. 1 first up on the board here in this third game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt at post 3, Cool Fitness. CRB sets up for the rebote, clips the side wall. Cool Fitness on a hop, brings it in on the outside. Long carom, that one not cutting out. CRB can't bring it in. Point 3. 3 serves. Green shirt to post 4. We have Juice. Juice lost it as he was winding up to make the throw. Point 3. Black shirt to post 5 and to receive for the first time today. Here's Ben. Powerful reverse from Ben. Cool fitness. Gets through, gets the rebote off. That one's going to hit in the corner. And score. Point 3. 3 straight for Cool Fitness to open up this third game. He's got the yellow shirt to post 6 now. Here's El Barba. Forehand to the inside. Brought in nicely there by Cool Fitness. Powers this back. Lets it pass. Rebote left side. Gets it up right to the middle of the court, but that's tipped and scoring. He has some words for El Barba after the point. Point 6. Pink shirt to post 7. Here's Tennessee. Rebote forehand. Laid up by El Barba. Leaping is Tennessee. Brings it in beyond the 11 line. Comes back over the top. It's El Barba. Tennessee gets that forehand rebote off. Crashing into the wall. El Barba's going to get there. They're going to say that one was juggled. Point 7. Seven on the board with 1 point. In now to receive, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt to post 8. Here's Vuelo. Well, good catch off that side wall. Here's Tennessee now. Vuelo, powerful sidearm carom. Tennessee flying into the netting. And some zip ties are free falling. Point 8. Very good carom by Vloa there. That'll do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Returning, here's post 2, Asier. Well, nice catch on the left side. Reverse 2-wall, not cutting out. Asier in the middle of the court. Goes for a carom. Well, gets there on the outside. Looking for a 3-wall play. And that scores, point 8. Returning red shirt to post 1, CRB. And that's an overserve. Point 1. 3 points now for El Barba. Here's the green shirt to post 4, returning Juice. In and out of the cested goes. Point 4. Juice on the board now with his 2 points. Black shirt to post 5 returns. Here's Ben. Ben's got that on the left side. Strong reverse. Rebote comes way out. Juice got a cesta on it. Oh, Ben with the speed gets there, powers it back, might have overthrown it to where Juice could get it, but he can't get the rebote up. What's foot speed by Ben to get there? Wow. Yeah, Juice thought he had him. I thought he had him too. Ben gets the point. His first 2 points of this third game now gives him 2. Cool Fitness returns. He's got 3 points. Good pick up by Ben beyond the 12 line. Powers that forehand back inside. Cool Fitness up at the 8 line. Cutting it off. Back inside where Ben's got it. Goes deep. Rebote comes way out. Cool Fitness turns. Gets a cess on it. Goes back to the inside. Ben goes back. Diving. Digs it out. Sending it to the outside. Cool Fitness. He's got it. 3-wall play. Ben goes to the outside. Setting up. Digs it out once more. This one right along the side wall. Tough play. And Ben's going to get that point there. 0.5. Good point played by those two again. 4 points now for Ben. Returning, here's El Barba, post 6. Ben missed the rebote, 0.6. El Barba now 3 points. Here's post 7, Tennessee. Swing and a miss on the rebote up at the 7 line by El Barba, 0.7. That gives Tennessee now 3 points. Here's Asier, post 2. Asier's reverse, clears the overhead screen. Tennessee. Rebote's up. And over to score, 0.7. Giving Tennessee 5 points and a possible game point. Returning, here's post 8, and to stop him, Vuelo. Vuelo clips the sidewall on that reverse. Right to Tennessee's forehand. Coming over to the top. Big bouncer gets by Vuelo first time around. Tries to dig it out. Not going to be able to. That is point in game. Pink shirt, a post 7, Tennessee. 5 places. The remaining 4 teams will pair off in playoff for show. 1 first serves to 3. Cool Fitness backed up to the glass there, making a catch on the forehand side. Rebote left side, CRB. That hits in. Cool Fitness, what a catch. Gets his hand out of the way so he doesn't hit the screen. Good play. Here's CRB back in the middle of the court. Cool Fitness. Powerful forehand again. Brought in by CRB. His 2-wall, that one not going to cut out. And Cool Fitness says he's done. 0.1. 6 will now serve to 8. Winner will take on 1 for show. Good catch there by El Barba at the 9 line. Here's Vuelo. He's got that one low. High off the front wall. El Barba charging in, cutting it off. He's at the 8 line again. Rebote, top of the pad, 0.6. CRB now serves to El Barba. This will be for show. El Barba on a hop, brings it down. Stays to the inside. CRB runs around it. Turns at Rebote. El Barba running in, charging, cutting it off. And that reverse in and out of the cesta of CRB. El Barba, post 6 will show. Unofficial order of finish for that third game, 7-5-6. 7-5 and 6. We'll get those official results coming up here momentarily. Results there for Game 3, now official. Post 7, that's Tennessee. Gets the win. Post 5, Bend taking second. Post 6, El Barba coming in third. 7-5-6 is now official for game number 3. We'll wait for those prices. This should be awfully interesting because that trifecta, given the guys in that game, but may not be high. Oh, yeah. But that's a pretty ridiculous combination. 7-5-6. Probably top 3, top 5, one of the most unlikely trifectas in these spectacular 7 games. Don't know that off the top of the head, but gotta venture to guess. 50 Cent's gonna return 654.35. Yep. 7-5-6, 50 Cent, 654.35. How about the Quinella 5-7? Public was all over that one, 1160. Yeah, but the 6 is that final number there. Very, very unlikely. As reflected by the 50 Cent combination and that price. Coming up next, we've got game number 4. Game 4 going to be another spectacular 7 singles match. We got a couple new faces coming out in this 4th game. A true middle game here. We're going up to 7 points. Points doubling after all matchups in the first round of play. Game 4 begins the scratch, also begins the pick 3. To play the pick 3, the early pick 3, correctly pick the winners of those games 4 through 6, and you can cash in on that. One scratch to note in this 4th game, you see it on your screen, post 5. Andrew Luck is scratching all of his scheduled appearances here today, so we'll go over it again if you're playing the pick 3. Game 4, post 5, we're going to scratch Andrew Luck, replace him with CRB. Game 4, post 5, scratch Andrew Luck, replace him with CRB. And then game 5, post 4, you're going to scratch Andrew Luck and replace him with Carballo. Game 5, post 4, you're going to scratch Andrew Luck and replace him with Carballo, and then game 6 is clear. So those are the 2 changes necessary if you're looking to play that early pick 3. We see just under 800 already in that pool, and post time is now just 5 minutes away. Outside placement from Poole. Massier goes back for the Rebote, diving, and that's a 2-ball, and lands just in. That will score.
Goes in from the 4 line. Outside placement stopped by Willow. Willow plays it back. Bueno, what a Rebote save on the left side. Stopped on the forehand of Jin. What a beautiful Rebote. Jin on the run, 2 bounces, scores. to the inside, Carballo goes. Douglas with the blind save.
Wow.
Just lobbed it up under his arm.
Man.
Robote thrown beautifully. Anderluck gets out of the way. Robote's back up. What a fine effort. This is a 2-ball. El Barba on the run.
Man, oh man.
And it scores. Carballo picks the serve. Here's the reverse. That is a diving save by CRB. He somehow gets rid of it in time without holding it. Here's Anderluck. Carballo diving save. What a fantastic Robote thrown by Carballo. Ben, diving save, it's up, it's in, it's scored.
Wow.
That's why you never give up.
Big left side, takes an interesting hop, goes to the outside. There's Douglas. First play back to the inside, high bouncer. Carballo waits for it.
Wow.
Unbelievable Robote save.
Carballo's there. Sidearm carom, split placement. Kubala up at the 5-line. Willow, that's in play. That is absolutely in play.
And folks, there were the top 10 Robotes from last season here at Magic City Jai-Alai. Brings us to just under a minute till we get into Game 4. We do have a scratch here. Game 4, post 5. You're going to scratch Anderluck, replace him with CRB. And just looking at the chat here to clear up what someone was saying about potentially flipping the bird at the official. That is the players area up there as well. And the camera angle is a little deceiving there, but yeah, there's some players, friends of El Barba's there, said something as he juggled it, and it was not directed towards Manuel. Just want to clear that up because, yeah, that would not be very good and certainly did not happen. So don't want anyone to think that was the case. As we are now at 0 minutes till game number 4. Let's get in to the action. Game 4, another spectacular 7 singles match. We'll be playing back up to 7 points. Points doubling after all matchups there in the first round of play. Game 4 also marks the start of that pick 3 if you played. Good luck to you. Serving in the red shirt at post 1, we have Bueno. Receiving the blue at post 2, here's Bradley. Bueno's serve begins this 4th game. Bradley, powerful forehand, that's cut off at the 10 line. There's Bueno, rather. Robote forehand comes out. Bradley played to the inside. Bueno runs around, cutting it off at the 8. Robote digs it out. Slow roller comes out middle of the court. Here's Bueno back over the top. Bradley's going to let it pass. Waits for the Robote, turning it hard to the inside. Bueno goes back for it. Going to the ground on a knee, making the save. Bueno slides in again, cuts it off at the 9 line, delivers this back inside. Robote out. There's Bradley again, makes the save. On a hop, there's Bueno bringing it in. Karam. Yeah, just scores. Good shot from Bueno there. Gets him on the board first in this fourth game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt to post 3. Here's Diaz. Bueno there. Comes back over the top with the forehand. Diaz setting up at the 9 line. Back inside. In and out of the cesta goes there. Point 3. Green shirt to post 4. Here's Tennessee. Diaz, not enough on that rebote. Top of the pad, point 4. Black shirt to post 5 and to receive. Here's CRB. That serve gets by CRB to score, point 4. Yellow shirt to post 6. Here's Vuelo. Well, keeps this reverse inside. Rebote left side. There's Tennessee. Cutting it off is Vuelo, making a good catch. But that reverse clips the overhead screen. That's out of play. Point 4. Pink shirt to post 7. Here's El Barba. Well, soft reverse to the inside. That scores, getting by Tennessee, point 7. El Barba now on the board with 1 point. Purple shirt to post 8. Here's Jedden. Jedden back inside. Good pickup from El Barba. Beyond the 11 line. Passes Jedden. Rebote turned hard on the left side. There's El Barba. Another good pickup. Reverse 2-all. Jedden stops it, but can't bring it in there. Point 7. And that will do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points at the end of the game. Returning, here's post 2, Bradley. Bradley clips the side wall. El Barba comes back to the inside with that forehand. Bradley now backed up at the 12 line. Or that'll score, point 2. Bradley now with 2 points. He's got the red shirt to post 1 returning. We have Bueno. Bradley digging that one out right before the second bounce. Here's Bueno coming back over the top. Rebote left side. Gets it off. Not a lot of room back there. Sails just wide of the court, though. Point 1. 3 points for Bueno. Returning white shirt to post 3, Diaz. Diaz winds at the costado, cut off by Bueno at the 7. Clips the sidewall. Diaz reaching up, makes the catch on the forehand. Tries to pass. Bueno gets back there, takes it at the 9 line, coming back over the top. And a scoop by Diaz on the left side. High scoop. Rebote set up in the middle of the court. Softly back to the inside. Diaz going to run under it. Hand on the wall. Another great catch. This one cut off. Taken off the sidewall from Bueno. Rebote left side. There's Diaz. Middle of the court. Bueno now. Low inside. Diaz another good stop. This one clips the sidewall. Goes to the outside. Bueno can't take it into the air. Waits for the rebote. Plays a 2-wall as he goes to the ground. One of the best points of the week here, these two. Bueno gets it, gives him a possible game point now with 5 points. In to stop him, post 5, CRB. Bueno rebote back inside, CRB. Got it. Just beyond the 9 line, gets this reverse off. Rebote forehand from Bueno. Back inside. CRB gets that reverse off again. Bueno, 8 line. Tries to pass. This time he will. Rebote's shooting out. And that one hooked by CRB. Point and game. Red shirt of post 1. Bueno. 4 places. That's Tennessee. We'll have a playoff now for show point 7. That's all. Barber will serve to post 2 Bradley. Barba plays it back inside. Bradley, one hand, but that one just into the top of the pad. 7 will show. Unofficial order of finish for game number 4. 1-4-7. 1-4 and 7. We'll get those official results coming up here in just a moment. And the results of Game 4. Those are now official. Post 1, Bueno with the win. Post 4, Tennessee taking second. Post 7, Edsel Barba coming in third. 1-4-7 now official for that 4th game as we see those prices. The $2 Quinella. Public all over it. Bueno, Tennessee returns $14. 1-4. The $2 trifecta. 1-4-7. Top 3 finishers in the exact order. Returns $208.80. And folks, up next, the start of those doubles games here at Magic City. We're into the second week of doubles tournament number 2 of the season, and it's been a dandy thus far. Teams jam-packed atop that leaderboard. We'll get into it in a second. This 5th game will be a spectacular 7 doubles match, going up to 7 points. Points doubling still after all matchups there in the first round of play. We do have a scratch in this 5th game. Anderluck, out of all of his scheduled appearances for Game 5, Post 4, you're going to replace him with Carballo. Diaz and Carballo, they're on the bye game, that team, so Carballo steps in with Vlelo. And of course, if you have them in fantasy, if that team Vlelo and Carballo comes in, points do not count for either Diaz and Carballo or Vlelo and Anderluck. Got to stay with that same partner. That's the only way you can earn those points there in fantasy if you're playing. Post time for this 5th game is now just 6 minutes away.
Welcome back to another edition of the Rebote Recap. With just 6 weeks remaining in Magic City's 2020 season, the roster leaders were all eager to make a final charge up the singles championship standings, resulting in arguably the best overall play of the year. Douglas closed the door on any speculation that he was losing control of his lead over first place, as he showed flashes of downright dominance in many of his appearances throughout the week. The Wonder Boy rode his power, finesse, and unparalleled catching to 4 wins and 12 in-the-money finishes, the second most amongst the roster in Week 24. That gives Douglas a total of 147 victories for the season, now 17 games ahead of the mainstay in second place, Ron. Number 12 struggled to get going early in the first few performances of the week, but quickly made the right adjustments to get back into the win column on a consistent basis over the weekend. In the end, Ron finished with 5 wins to go along with 2 places and 3 shows. Although he was able to slightly cut into Douglas's lead by 2 games, the pro from the Philippines will need to ramp up the pace to a ridiculous rate over the final weeks if he has any shot of pulling off the miracle comeback. And still hanging on to that third and final bonus money slot is the South Florida legacy, Bueno. Number 22 looked like a completely different player from the previous week, exhibiting a much more consistent level of catching, patience, and shot making that led him to 3 crucial wins. At 87 victories for the season, Bueno was able to extend his lead by 2 games over the 4th place pelotari, Ben. Number 7 couldn't get into a solid rhythm at any point, as he was only able to capture 1 victory in all of his appearances. However, with 80 wins for the year, he still has a pretty good chance of stealing away 3rd place and getting that $5,000 bonus prize. Of all the standout play showcased throughout Week 24, the Golden Cesta was clinched by El Barba. The Beard has been nearly unbeatable in the early games over the past few weeks, and this past week he reigned supreme over the entire roster in the singles department. Number 77 continued with his more patient and consistent approach on the court, resulting in 6 wins to go along with 14 in-the-money finishes, which he also ranked first in amongst the roster. Over the past 3 weeks, El Barba has won 24 of his 72 singles appearances, a ridiculous clip of over 33%. Perhaps more importantly, with his total mark of 76 wins for the year, he has now played himself right back into the conversation for 3rd place, as he sits just 11 wins behind Bueno. It's going to be quite the race now, with 3 players legitimately vying for that last $5,000 prize. Congratulations again to everyone's favorite bearded pelotari on his 2nd Golden Cesta of the 2020 Magic City Jai-Alai season. Magic City kicked off the 2nd doubles tournament of the Doubles Championship Series this past week. The favorite pairing of Douglas and Asier wasted no time making a significant statement that they're going to be the team to beat in this doubles race. Douglas's unparalleled all-around play in the backcourt, paired with Asier's impressive defensive performance up in the front, resulted in 3 wins, 1 place, and 3 shows. They ended Week 24 tied for 1st place after an unworldly performance by the duo of Carballo and Diaz. In the case of Carballo and Diaz, their communication was a major key to their success from the first serve to the final whistle. Carballo and Diaz may have only finished in the money 3 times, but they made those victories count. With 3 wins out of the gate, they put themselves in a deadlock for 1st place. And finally, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the standout doubles play from the duo of Juice and Ron. Even though they didn't get a win in Week 24, this team played by far the most consistent, with Ron's stellar backcourt performance and Juice's fearlessness in the front. They ultimately ended with 2 places and 6 shows. Their 8 in the money finishes ranked 1st among all the pairings. Look out for Juice and Ron to crack the win column in Week 25, as they've proved they also have what it takes to be a legitimate threat for the doubles crown. It's safe to say that the first week of the doubles tournament did not disappoint, and it's only going to get more intense and competitive with each point played. Make sure to catch every second of Game 5 and Game 7 of doubles action live on the Jai-Alai Channel. Shout out to this week's fantasy winners, Top Bremen, Big Bad Donnie, and Ballo Corp. These winning teams will each receive a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt in addition to a share of the $150 cash prize for their stellar performance in Week 24. Watch our weekly fantasy review on our Instagram page at Jai-Alai Channel for more details on the winning Week 24 lineup. Every week is a new chance to earn points for your fantasy team, so you can always come back to your team or join the league at any time. time. And remember, the cash prize of $150, sponsored by Magic City Jai-Alai, will remain unlocked as long as there are 150 active league members. And that's not all. If we surpass 200 active members, Magic City has agreed to increase the prize money to $200, and it will remain unlocked at that value for the rest of the season. Visit fantasyhighlight.com to join the league for free, draft your own fantasy team, and start winning. This week's Robote play goes to number 29, Vuelo. Vuelo's 2020 season has been somewhat of a roller coaster ride as he's shown fans glimpses of greatness but also battled injury and a lack of consistent focus on the court. Recently, he seems to have taken control of his game again, collecting 3 wins in week 24, which is the most he's had in a single week since week 13. Vuelo was feeling confident about his game from the start, as evidenced by this particular point against Ben. Ben powered a low, hard reverse to the inside that came shooting back out for the Robote. Vuelo had little time to react, and in a last-ditch effort, he went for a Hail Mary full extension backwards dive to dig out an incredible Robote save just before the ball took its second bounce. They don't call him the man of flight for nothing. Take a look at this masterpiece by number 29 that earned him this Robote play of the week.
Powerful backhand by Ben. Vuelo.
Oh,
What an effort to make that Robote. That's great.
And folks, the Robote recap from last week, number 24 of the Jai-Alai season, brings us right up to the start of game number 5, first doubles game of the day. This game will be a spectacular 7 doubles match. We'll be going up to 7 points. Points double still after all matchups in the first round of play. Serving the red of post 1, we have the team of El Barba and Kubala. Receiving in the blue of post 2, you have CRB and Ben. We start this game off with an overserve, point 2. 2 first up on the board in this 5th game. White shirts post 3 in a receive. Here are Juice and Ron Ron.
I'm having back too.
Robote left side by Ben. That one clips the sidewall. Ron Ron takes it out of the air from the outside. Ben hangs with it. Powerful reverse at the 9-line. Ron Ron reaching out. What a great catch. Brings it in. Delivers a big reverse. Ben on the move. He's going to take it. Ron Ron thought about it. Waits for the Robote on the back end. Ben tipped the scoop attempt. Point 3. 3 on the board with 1 point. Green shirts post 4. We got Vuelo in the front. Carballo substitutes for Anderluck in the backcourt. Ron Ron backed up to the 13, makes a nice catch over his head. Carballo got to let it go. Onto the front court where Vuelo missed the Robote, point 3. Black shirts of post 5. In a receive for the first time here. We got Cool Fitness in the front. Ikeda in the backcourt. Cool Fitness cuts it off. Wastes no time with that reverse, coming all the way out to Juice. He lays it up off the front wall. Slow one comes out to Ikeda. His carom, though, is going to sail just wide. Point 3. 3 straight points for Juice and Ron Ron there. We got Asier and Douglas. Yellow shirts at post 6. Douglas handles in the back, 9-line. Powerful reverse. No problem for Ron Ron there. Steps up, takes it at the 12. Robote's coming out. Turn to the outside. Ron Ron gets in position. He takes it. Karam. Asier steps in and out of the cesta it goes. Point 3. And for this matchup, we have the pink team. Pink shirts, post 7. There's Jedden and Bradley. Bradley opens up with a big forehand. Ron over his head, making the catch. Back over the top. Big bouncer. Brought in by Bradley. Sidearm forehand. Comes to Ron. He's up at the 9 line. There's Bradley back on the forehand. He's backed up beyond the 12. Gets by Ron first way. Takes it on the back end. Here's Jedden up at the front, getting involved there. Powerful reverse. Rabote comes way out. Ron's going to take it. Tejada Rabote. Bradley not going to get there. Point 3. Purple shirts, Bueno and Tennessee round out the first round of play. Serve comes right to Bueno, opens up with a 2-wall. That scores. Point 8. That'll do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Returning, red shirts post 1. Here's El Barba and Kubala. Tennessee at the 12 line. That reverse can't be brought in by Kubala. Point 8. 3 points now for the 8 team. Bueno and Tennessee. Returning here, CRB and Ben. Blue shirts post 2. Bueno stepped in, trickled out of the cesta. Point 2. 3 points for CRB and Ben now, post 2. Returning here, Vuelo and Carballo, post 4. That's an overserve. Point 4. Post 5 returns, Cool Fitness and Ikeda. Foe thought about it. Carballo takes it in the backcourt. A nice catch. Ikeda lets it pass first time around. Turns to Rabote. That one right along the sidewall. Caught by Carballo. He's at the 10 line. Powerful reverse. Rabote comes way out. Cool Fitness. Lost control. Sails wide of the court. That's out of play. Point 4. Four with 4 points. Returning here's Asier and Douglas. Post 6. Asier cuts off the serve. Carballo's got that one low at the 12 line. Clips the sidewall, gets by Douglas first time around, hangs with it. Gets it up off the front wall there. Here's Carballo now. Rabote comes way out. Asier, outside placement, scooped up from Vuelo. Powerful forehand. Douglas gets in position on the outside, turns it to the middle of the court. Here, Vuelo hangs on up in the front. Douglas again, slows it down this time. Carballo with time. He's got it at the 10. Off the sidewall, pulls it. There's Douglas. Strong reverse. Long carom. Hits in. Asier up in the front court. He's got it. Doesn't touch that screen. 3-wall play back. Carballo. Good effort. Not going to get enough on it. Good point play by these two teams. Point 6. Jedden and Bradley return. Post 7. Bradley is sidearm forehand, stopped by Douglas. Bote comes way out. Jedden called for it early. He missed it up there at the 4 line, point 6. 6 with 4 points, but returning with a possible game point. The white shirts post 3, Juice and Ron Ron. Osier goes back, tries to get assessed on it, does, but not enough. Into the pad, that is point and game. White shirts of post 3, Juice and Ron Ron. Playoff now for second and third place. 4 will serve to 6.
This one's gonna get you on my toe. Yeah.
Whoa, stops at the 5 line, goes back for it and missed the rebote. 6 will place and 4 shows. Unofficial order of finish for Game 5, 3-6-4. 3-6 and 4. We'll get those official results here in just a moment. Results, Game 5 now official. Post 3, Juice and Ron Ron with the win. Taking second, post 6, Osier and Douglas. Coming in third, post 4, Willow and Carballo. He substituted for the scratched Anderluck. 3-6-4 now official, as those prices are up on your screen now. And look at that trifecta. 3-6-4, 748.80. $2 Quinella there, 3-6 or 6-3. Top 2 finishers in any order turns 12.20. Yeah, but that try price. Juice and Ron Ron on top with Osier and Douglas. Someone cashing a very big ticket there. We've got Game 5 done, safe, we're through. We're coming up with Game 7, that other doubles games, but first Game 6 will be another spectacular 7 singles match. We're going back up to 7 points here. Points doubling still after all matchups in the first round of play. Game 6 closes out that early pick 3. We'll see those will pays here in a second. And Game 6 also begins the feature singles games. We got Carballo, Kubala, Ikeda, Ron Ron, and Douglas all making their first appearance of the day. And they'll be playing singles games 6, 8, and 9. The feature ones to close out this performance. Post time for Game 6 is now just 6 minutes away. And if we got any new fans who perhaps missed this explanation video at the top of the program, we got a couple extra minutes till Game 6. We'll get it for you again. That's going to explain in simpler terms how Jai-Alai is played.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And that 6th game is now just 4 minutes away. We are scratch-free here in game number 6, although we do have scratches through the remaining 3 games of this performance, 7, 8, and 9. And those will pays up there, ranging from 194 all the way up to 972. Let's see how that early pick 3 closes out, and no consolations up on the board, which means that high 5 could be very much in play, that jackpot bonus. But it's got to go to one better only. You got to get all 5 numbers right, and you got to be the only ticket. So we'll see if that's the case here coming up after this 6th game, which could have a very big impact on that high 5, depending on who comes in. And looking at the feature singles guys this week, it's been a lot of Douglas, a lot of Ron Ron. They've got 8 of the wins combined, 5 for Douglas, as we said there at the top of the program. 3, though, for Ron Ron. Still 1 and 2, respectively, in the championship singles standings. 152 for Douglas, 133 for Ron Ron. And they've got a lot of distance between themselves and the next closest guys. Bueno holding on to 3rd. He's got 8 games ahead of El Barba, who is in 4th place, and then Ben just 1 behind El Barba at 82 wins, rounds out the top 5. But back to those feature singles guys here. Going down the line, Carballo, 1 win, 2 places, and 3 shows. So it's kind of been on and off, though. And people were pointing out yesterday, seemed to be back to his teggy ways a little bit, but see if he can get back on track here. Still 6 in the money finishes for him. Not a bad week at all, considering that about midway through the season, it was a struggle for him to get on the board in a performance there. So good to see him playing better overall, but still showing some signs of being a little inconsistent there. You got Kubala here starting last week. He missed week number 23, came back, nothing for him in the win column, but 2 this week. Played very well yesterday. Came out of the gates a little bit slow that first day, so see if he can continue on with that good play. 4 total in the money finishes, but 2 wins. Speaks volumes to the way he's been playing. You got Ben, been better in those early games, but still could pull it together. He's got post 3. Ikeda here. No wins for Ikeda. Kind of surprising. Guy that's been really struggling in these later games. Week 23, you're going to go back. Ikeda, 5 wins, 3 places, and 4 shows. Really thought he had figured it out, but then last week, 2 wins and 3 places, and this week he's got nothing in the win column, only 3 total in the money finishes. So Ikeda there, post 4. Got to get back on track here in a hurry if he wants to perhaps make it interesting in championship single standings, although he's a ways down there. 66 wins for him this year. Yeah, probably not going to be looking at the top 3, but could still pile on a couple of wins here at the end of the season. Continue down, as we said there, Ron Ron with 3 wins this week. Bueno, 4 wins. He started off with 3 on the first day. That Thursday matinee performance. First performance, not even the first full day. Just got 1 back here in game number 4. That was his first in-the-money finish since first performance of the week, so playing a little bit better, although he had post 1 that game and got these late games. They're awfully tough. Bradley in post 7, he's got 1s across the stat line. 1 win, 1 place, 1 show. As we said there, Douglas is leading these late games with his 5 wins, so we'll see who can take it here. Yeah, you got to guess that if Douglas or Ron Ron can pull out the victory, either one of them, that high 5 would be in jeopardy of going here today. We have less than a minute now till game number 6. And we are ready to begin game number 6. Game 6, spectacular 7 singles. We're going up to 7 points. Points doubling after all matchups in the first round of play. To begin this 6 game, serving in the red shirt of post 1, we have Carballo, and receiving in the blue of post 2, here's Kubala. Carballo's serve begins this 6th game. Strong reverse for Bote's out for Kubala. Gets it up, slow bouncer to the outside. Carballo handles. Back to the inside, middle of the court there, scooped up from Kubala. Caught in the air at the 8 line. Carballo goes back. Bote's out once more. And that one tipped. Point 2. 2 first up on the board in this 6th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3. We have Ben. Ben's got it beyond the 12 line. Back to the inside. Kubala handles it in the air. Robote left side from Ben. Kubala goes around him, makes a catch. Tries to pass. Ben's going to take on the right side now. Goes to the outside. Too far to the outside. Out of play. Point 2. Green shirt to post forward to receive. Here's Ikeda. Ball picks it up on the left side. Reverse passes Ikeda. Forehand Robote save back. Interesting bounce. Kubala handles. Crossing the sidewall, Ikeda. Good catch on the forehand. Comes high, up over the top. Kubala can't take it in the air. Waits for the Robote, and he missed it at the 10 line. Point 4. Black shirt to post 5 into receive now. Here's Ron. Ron opens up with a big reverse. Ikeda. Karam Robote, that's not cutting out. Ron fakes outside. Ikeda gets back in there on the inside. Takes in the air. Passes Ikeda. Turns the Robote on the back end. Ron's got that one low. Powerful back to the inside. There's Ikeda with a nice catch. Going deep. Ron reaching back. Stops it at the 10 line. This one's going to pass. Ikeda sets up. Up at the 7 line. Turns that forehand Robote. There's Ron again. Low runner, that one narrowly above the pad. No problem for Ikeda. Clips the side walls, taking Ron outside. Back inside. Ikeda again. Just does avoid that side wall. Gets the reverse off. Robote forehand for Ron now. Quick bounce. Ron. Reverse 2 wall. Oh, into the back corner. Ron didn't want it. He gets the point, though. Point 1. Receiving here, yellow shirt to post 6. Bueno. Robote turned hard over the top from Ron. There's Bueno. Forehand Robote just does clear that overhead screen. Bueno's got it. Back over the top. Right over Ron's head. Winds up the 2 wall. Didn't catch that side wall first. Kept it to the inside, actually, and that scores. Point 5. Ron now serves the pink shirt to post 7. For this matchup, we have Bradley. Bradley rifles that forehand. Ron, the soft 2-all. That's working for him all year. Gets him again. Point 5. In out to receive. Rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt to post 8. We have Douglas. Robote forehand right along the sidewall. Douglas couldn't pull it, and that one tipped. Point 5. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. Returning, here's Carballo, post 1. Robote once more. Powerful. It comes all the way out to the 8 line. Carballo handles that, no problem. Here's Ron up at the 8. trading passing shots. Ron again on the forehand. Rebote passes Carballo, brings it back to the inside. Ron now on the forehand. Hard to the inside, comes right to his left side. Ron's going to cut this one off. He's up at the 7th. Soft 2-wall again. That one not enough. Top of the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. Point 1. Carballo on the board with 2 points now. He serves the returning 3-post Ben. Ben, nice catch on the left side. Here's Carballo. Middle of the court. Keeps to the middle. Where it'll score. Point 1. Returning post 2, Kubawa. He returns with 2 points. Rebote comes way out up at the 6 line. Powers that inside. Tipped by Kubawa to score. Point 1, giving Carballo possible game point now. Straight point, second time around for him. In to stop him. Green shirt to post 4. Here's Ikeda. Slows it down on the serve. Ikeda takes. Carballo. 9 line. Powerful forehand back inside. Rebote digs it out just above the pad. Ikeda's on his knees. Got to get up. Carballo's forehand. Going to score for the win. Point in game. Red shirt to post 1. Carballo. No playoff here. 5's going to place 2 shows. Unofficial order finish for game number 6. 1-5-2. 1-5-2. We'll get the official results coming up here in just a moment. Results there for Game 6, now official. Post 1, Carballo with the win. Post 5, Ron taking second. Post 2, Kubawa comes in third. 1-5-2, now official for that 6th game. Start with a $2 early pick 3. $1-3-1, 3 of 3 numbers, $194.40. The $2 trifecta, 152, 121.80. The Quinella again, public all over it once more. 1-5. Off of $2 returns $11.60. We survived the first time. Why not do it again? We got another doubles game coming up here in Game 7. Spectacular 7 scoring, of course. Going up 7 points. All points doubling after all matchups in the first round of play. We do have another scratch here in this 7th game. Affects the 8 posts here. Anderluck, you're going to scratch him, replace him with Ron. Game 7, post 8. Scratch Anderluck and replace him with Ron. Game 7 closes out that high 5 and begins the late pick 3. So a lot of stuff going on here in Game 7, in addition to the fact that it's the final doubles game of the day. And yep, 1 number only alive for that high 5, the 3. Ossier and Douglas. See if they can get their first win of the week here. In doubles, it got 2 places, 2 shows, nothing in the win column, but would make someone an extra $2,300, nearly $2,400 richer. We'll see how it plays out. Post time for game number 7 is just 6 minutes away.
My goal going into this season is probably just playing a little bit more calmer, and also another thing I want to work on is not beating myself. You know, just do simple better. You know, just catch the ball, throw the ball one more time than my opponent. and don't make any unforced errors. I mean, I have a mantra that I tell myself all the time where, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. I mean, that's literally what it comes down to. Honestly, my favorite thing about Jai-Alai is just the speed of the sport. My intensity, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think it's about 2,000.
Daily Fantasy Jai-Alai on prizepicks.com. Sign up with the referral code HIGH, that's J-A-I, to get a special first-time deposit match. Just pick over or under. It's as simple as that. There's no salary cap or draft, only the lines. It's Daily Fantasy Sports, simplified at prizepicks.com.
And we're back here now, just 5 minutes away from Game 7. And let's take a look at those doubles standings while we have a second here. As we said, that high five, one number can make that high five go here today, and that's the 3. And that is it. No multiple winners, just one number to make it 5 out of 5, a single winner. Rest of those numbers, all 4 out of 5 combinations. Second doubles tournament here. Overall stats are pretty incredible through the first 2 weeks here. You have 4 teams. We got 9 total teams here, folks. So 4 of those teams with 3 wins. We'll try to get this right. 4 teams with 3 wins. 4 teams with 2 wins. 1 team with 1 win. That's Volo and Anderluck, who Anderluck scratched here today. They're not going to be able to add to that total, but 8 of the 9 teams with at least 2 wins. Only 1 game separates 8 of the teams there. Pretty incredible. We haven't had a doubles tournament that's been this tight through the first couple of weeks. And as we said, that first doubles tournament, Douglas and Lamonte got off to a really hot start. They were out and ahead by seemingly, it was probably about 10 games over the course of the first 2 or 3 weeks there, but not going to be the case here today. Both teams that had 3 wins coming into this week. So that's going to be Asier and Douglas and Diaz and Carballo. Neither of them have won here in the second week of this doubles tournament. Outside of that, the only other team to not get in the win column is Volo and Anderluck. But Jen and Bradley have put together 2 wins. El Barba and Kubala have put together 2 wins. And Juice and Ronron, as we said, that was a team, only team that didn't win last week is Juice and Ronron. They got 2 here this week, although they're still doing pretty well in terms of total in the money finishes. They are tied for first amongst the entire roster with that team of Asier and Douglas. Both of them have 11 total in the money finishes, so doing pretty well, even if they're not getting in that win column. So this will be a very interesting 7th game for that high five for the doubles tournament. A lot of stuff on the line here. We're just 3 minutes away from the start. Another reminder of that scratch effects post 8. You're going to scratch Anderluck, replace him with Ron. Game 7, post 8, scratch Anderluck, replace him with Ron. Two minutes till game number 7 now. As I said, closes out the high five, also begins the late pick 3. We see there not much into it yet, but you still got 2 minutes to get those wagers in. To play that late pick 3, correctly pick the winners of games 7 through 9 for your chance to cash in on that pick 3. Last chance to wager here, just about 2 minutes. Again, final reminder of the scratch here. Post 8, scratch Andrew. Replace him with Ron. As we'll be getting underway with this second doubles game of the day here in just a moment. As we said, all part of this second doubles tournament here, which will run through the end of the season, which takes us to the end of November. $10,000 goes to the first place team, $5,000 split amongst the second place team, so a lot at stake in each and every one of these games. Let's get right into it. Game 7, spectacular 7 doubles, going up to 7 points. Points doubling after all matchups in the first round of play. Serving in the red shirts of post 1 to begin, Bueno and Tennessee. Receiving in the blue of post 2, there's Jedden and Bradley. Bueno serve begins game number 7. Sidearm forehand brought in from Tennessee. He's beyond the 13 line, gets it off. And that one tipped. Point 1. 1 first up on the board in this 7th game. I'll bring to the court the white shirts of post 3 here, Assier and Douglas. Douglas powers that forehand. Bueno going to the ground. Not going to stay under that overhead screen. That's out of play, point 3. Three with 1 point. That'll bring to the court now the green shirts, post 4. Here's the team of El Barba and Kubala. Kubala winds up the 2-wall. That lands wide. That's out of play. Point 3. 3 served black shirts, post 5 here are CRB and Ben. Ben opens up with a low runner. What a scoop by Douglas. Powers this reverse. Calls for it. CRB makes the rebote save up in the front. There's Assier now. Cortada brought in by Ben. Stops it. 10 line. Rips that reverse. This one's coming way out. And he turned it to split placement. Oh, perfect location between both of them. Point 3. Here's post 6, making their first appearance of the day together, Diaz and Carballo. Diaz wastes no time, gets it up in the front, Tejada. Douglas, with speed, gets up there. Diaz comes back for it, gets it up, gets out of the way. And Assier can't bring it in there, point 6. Diaz and Carballo now on the board. Here, Ikeda and Cool Fitness, post 7. Ikeda opens up with a big forehand. Passes, there's Carballo on the rebote. Cutting it off now at the 8 line is Ikeda. Goes for the carom. There's Diaz on the outside. Costado back to the inside. Off the sidewall. Here's Ikeda back on the forehand. Carballo pulls it. Sets up. Powerful reverse that clips the side wall. Ikeda, middle of the court now. Carballo steps in front of Diaz. Cortada scores. Crossing the sidewall right at the 11 line. Gives the 6 team 2 points. Purple shirts at post 8 now in to receive, rounding out the first round of play. Here's Vlelo and Ron substituting for the scratched Anderluck. Ron opens up with a strong reverse. Diaz again. How to make a stop. Just does clear the overhead screen. Here's Ron back. Calls for Diaz to take it. It was on the outside. Comes back. Plays it back to the inside. One-handed scoop. And that one tipped. 0.8. That'll do it for the first round of play. All matchups were 2 points through the end of the game. Returning blue shirts post 2, Jedden and Bradley. Ron letting it go first time around. Turns the rebote back inside. Brought in on a quick bounce by Bradley on the forehand. There's Vlo cutting it off at the 7. Powers this one back. Not going to get past Bradley. He's got it. Over the top. That forehand, though, into the overhead screen. Out of play. 0.8. 3 points for the 8 team. Returning, Bueno in Tennessee. Red shirts to post 1. Bueno cuts it off. 2-wall with control. Vuelo stops it up in the front. Carambola return caught by Bueno. He powers this Costado back inside. Ron's there. Slide again. Makes the catch. Reaching back Tennessee. Good grab on the left side. He's beyond the 11. Ron. That one narrowly above the pad. That is truly a low runner from the left side and scoring. 0.8. Straight points to a possible game point. Purple shirts post 8. Vuelo and Ron. Trying to stop them. Here's El Barba and Kubala. And that's an overserve. Game will continue here. 0.4. 4 on the board with their first 2 points. Black shirts post 5. Return CRB and Ben. Ben played to the corner of the front wall. That one caught by Kubala. Goes deep with that reverse. CRB calls for it. Takes it the 7 line. Clips the side wall. El Barba up there getting involved in the front court. Reverse 2-wall was probably going out. Caught there by CRB. Here's El Barba. Back inside. Ben thought about it first time around. Waits for the rebote. Played just above the pad. El Barba sliding in. Makes a great catch. Ben on the forehand. Foot on the wall. Brings it in. There's El Barba now cutting it off again up there in the front. Ben makes another good catch at the 10 line. Clips the side wall. El Barba, another save. Controls that 2-wall. CRB in and out of the cesta. It goes on the outside. 0.4. Four points now for the 4 team. Returning white shirts post 3. Asier and Diaz, they have 3 points. Asier and Douglas, rather. They have 3 points. Strong reverse from Douglas there. El Barba turns the 2-wall. Brought in by Asier. Gives that carambola again. And Kubala tries that reverse 2-wall. That one not cutting out. Comes out slow to Douglas there. Powers it over the top. El Barba goes back for it. Gets it up to the middle of the court where that will score. 0.4. Possible game point for the 4 team. El Barba and Kubala now with 6 points. You had to stop them. Cool Fitness and Decatur. Ikeda looking, plays back inside. Kubala in and out of the cesta it goes. We're continuing here, point 7. 7 with 2 points. Here's Diaz and Carballo returning. Yellow shirts of post 6. Ikeda, all the way in the back, powers it over to the top. Carballo runs around it, waits for the rebote. Missed it up at the 8 line, point 7. Jedden and Bradley return, post 2. Ikeda back inside. Bradley. Sidearm forehand. Comes back over the top now. Here's Bradley on a hop, bringing it down at the 13 line. Comes looking for a big bouncer. Ikeda. It's not going to get over him. Powers it back inside. There's Bradley again. Trading forehands from the inside. Bradley goes outside this time, where it'll score. Ikeda can't bring it in. Point 2. Two on the board, 2 points. Here's Bueno and Tennessee returning. Tennessee over the top. Bradley doesn't let it cross the sidewall there. Bueno aggressive in the front, cutting it off at the 7 line. Goes deep. Here's Bradley. Tennessee narrowly under the overhead screen there. Bradley brings it in. Forehand again. Tennessee backed up all the way at the 13. Goes high off the front wall. Jen's going to step in, cut it off. 8 line. Send a big reverse. There's Bueno now coming way out. Bradley tells him to go outside. Good court coverage and communication. Bueno was down on the inside, and Tennessee couldn't bring it in. Point 2. 8-team returns. Swallow and Ron, they have 5 points and a possible game point. Bradley. There's Jed now on the forehand. 3-wall play. Ron powers it back inside. Here's Bradley now at the 11 line. Sidearm forehand. Ron going to take the rebote again. Back inside. Bradley still got another good catch right along that side wall. Here's Ron now. Comes back over the top with it. Bradley changes it up. Comes out middle of the court. There's Ron. The outside placement. Split placement will score for the win. Point and game. And a win that goes to the field. The team of Vuelo and Ron. 4 will place. So Barba and Kubal will play off now for show. 7 serves to 2. Jen, good stop. Goes for the carom. Gonna cut out. Cool Fitness runs in. Aggressive play. The carom bull return. Stop by Jedden. Outside placement by Jedden. Ikeda right there with Cool Fitness. Here's Jedden going back. The carom bull again stopped by Ikeda. That one just above the pad. Bradley charging in. Picks it up right before that second bounce. Powerful forehand. That one coming way out. Cool Fitness turns it to the inside. Front quarter and back quarter flipped. And the 7 team will show. An official order to finish for game number 7, 8-4-7. 8-4 and 7. We'll get those official results coming up in just a few moments. Results of Game 7 now official. Post 8, Volo and Ron, who substituted for the Scratch Anderluck, they get the win. Post 4, El Barba and Kubala take second. Post 7, Cool Fitness and Ikeda come in third. 8-4-7 now official for Game 7. Know for sure that high five's going to carry over. 7-1, 3-1, 8. 4 of 5 numbers return 76-20. Carry over just under $2,000. So tomorrow's shaping up to be an even bigger day with that high five. Could be looking at potentially $3,500, maybe even $4,000 up there in that pool. We got consolations in the Quinella and Exacta. 8 all. The Exacta 7 hours, all 4, $840. The Quinella 8 all, $5. And we'll wait for the 4 all. The Quinella 4 all is going to return $540. The $2 trifecta, $847. $316 even. We've dodged death for the day. They'll be playing again tomorrow. Games 5 and 7, we'll get back into that doubles action. 2 more to close it out here today. 2 more feature singles, a 7-point and a 9-point game. Game 8 first, that's 7-point. Spectacular 7 scoring. Same format, points doubling after all matchups there in the first round of play. We do have a scratch here. Final 2 games both have a scratch. Post 5, Scratch Anderluck, replace him with Bueno in this 8th game. That one was reflected there on your entries. Game 8, Post 5, Scratch Anderluck, replace him with Bueno. And post time 4. Game number 8 is now just 6 minutes away.
Catch by Bueno. Carom by Bueno. Caught by El Barba. Rebote left side. Lamonte makes the catch. Returns a Carom that's gonna score.
Tight to the inside. Rebote comes out. Diaz sends that just under the overhead screen. High bouncer comes Ancier just in front of the 11 line. That's a long Carom. That one will score.
Reversed by Bueno. Kubala from the 7 line throws a 2-all that is stopped on the forehand of Bueno. Bueno's Carom, that's gonna score.
Wow.
Carballo takes it in the air, throws a Carom back to the outside, and that scores. What a shot. Douglas on the right side. Sidearm, Carom opens up beautifully. Outside placement of the forehand Rebote. Bueno's on it. Rifling a Carom to score. One of the best points of this season. Ragley from the 10 line. Over the top to the inside. Kubala's there. Carom by Kubala's going to score. By Ron. Catch on the forehand of Anderluck. What a Carom. That
Wow.
Wow. Caught by Ron. 2-all by Ron. Caught by Douglas. Carom by Douglas. Wow.
And folks, those were the top 10 Caroms from last season here at Magic City Jai-Alai. Takes us to just under 2 minutes till we get into game number 8. We do have one scratch in this 8th game again. Another reminder. Effects post 5, you're going to scratch Anderluck, replace him with Bueno. Game 8 post 5, scratch Anderluck and replace him with Bueno. This 8th game also closes out that Mighty Ocho we see there, those will pays. Maybe a tough day. Yeah, the high 5 wasn't hit. We saw those 3 out of 8s up there. May not flash again, gets under the 1 minute mark. It doesn't flash. Yeah, 3 out of 8 and 4 out of 8. So you can get half of those 8 numbers here. 4 of 8 on the 3 to win. That'd be the only one to get 4 out of 8. Would get back 1640. And the carryover in that Mighty Ocho, crawling up there. Guaranteed at 3,000 in every performance. Although perhaps as we get to the end of this season there, we could be over that 3,000 in every game, which would make it a little more interesting, perhaps for wagering, but is yet to be seen. It was just under 1,700 headed into this performance, so yeah, what was bet into today will definitely put us over that 1,700 mark, is approaching 3,000 here. But more notably, that high 5 pool, as we said, going to be exciting there for tomorrow. Just about 2,000 in the carryover already. Plus what's ever been into it tomorrow. One of the biggest pools we've seen here. Definitely the biggest one of the week. 0 minutes to game number 8. Let's get into the final spectacular 7 singles match of the day.
All right, game time.
Game 8, spectacular 7 scoring. You all know the drill. We're going up to 7 points. Points doubling after all matchups. In the first round of play, serving in the red of post 1, we have Ron. Receiving in the blue of post 2, here's Kubala. Point 1. 1 first up on the board in this 8th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3. Here's Ikeda. Remote out, forehand from Ron. Back to the middle of the court. Ikeda tried to take it in the air, couldn't bring it in. Point 1. Two straight points for Ron to open up game 8. He's got the green shirt of post 4 now. Ben. Ron on the left side, makes a good catch. Ben thought about leaping, waits for the rebote on the back end, gets it up to the middle of the court. Here's Ron now, winds it up. The soft 2-all, vicious cut. Ben steps in, gets in there, doesn't touch that side netting with any part of his body. Ron diving save, not going to get there. Point 4. Ben on the board now, 1 point. He's got the black shirt of post 5 here to receive, substituting for Anderluck. Here's Bueno. Ben gets off a 2-wall. Bueno, not going to get there. Hits the net and scores. 0.4. Gives Ben now 2 points. Yellow shirt to post 6. And to receive here, we have Douglas. And folks, we're just checking out the ball. We got to make sure the ball is up to Ben's specifications, and it is. And we're ready to begin here. Ben will serve now with 2 points. He's got post 6, Douglas. Ben crashes into the sidewall, makes the catch, goes straight to the outside. Douglas has got it. Powerful 3-wall play. Ben on the outside, turns it back inside. Douglas, one hand reaches in, crashes into the sidewall, controls it, gets it off. Robote's missed, 0.6. Pink shirt to post 7 here. We have Jedden. Douglas winds it up, clips the sidewall. Jedden can't hold on. 0.6. And rounding out the first round of play, we had the purple shirt of post 8. Here's Carballo. That one sails out of play. 0.6. And that'll do it for the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points through the end of the game here. And returning, blue shirt to post 2, Kubala. Robote forehand back inside. Gets by Kubala first time around. Douglas reaches out, stops it. His Cortada scores. 0.6, straight points to a possible game point now for Douglas. Post 3, Ikeda in to stop him. Douglas on a hop. And Ikeda digs out that Robote, sends him out to the 8 line, winds it up to the full extension. That's still going to score, though, for Douglas for the win. Point in a perfect game. Yellow shirt of post 6. Douglas will have a playoff now for second and third place. Post 1, Ron will serve to Ben. Post 4. Strong reverse from Ben. Ron, Robote into the overhead screen. That's out of play. 4 is going to place here. 1 shows. Unofficial order to finish for game number 8. 6-4-1. 6-4 and 1. We'll get the official results coming up in just a moment. Results in that 8th game now official. Post 6, Douglas with the win in a perfect game. Taking second, post 4. Ben coming in third, post 1. Ron 6-4-1, now official for game number 6. We'll start off with that Ocho. 2-2-7-1-3-1-8-6. That's 3 of 8 numbers. Returns 320. Carry over up a little over 1,700. Douglas to win 1140. That's not a bad win price for him. If we wait, we saw the constellation there in the Quinella pool. 6 all, 260. 4 all returns 340. And that trifecta, 641, 142.60. One game left in this performance here, Saturday afternoon at Magic City. At Superfecta, 9-point singles match. Are we going up to 9 points as opposed to 7? All points still doubling after all matchups there in the first round of play. Also in this ninth game, you got the Superfecta wager available. One and only opportunity to play that. Returns cash on 1st through 4th. So similar to the trifecta, except you got to get one more position. 4th place. And there's a 10-cent option to bet that Superfecta. Post time for game number 9 is now 6 minutes away.
Being the overall champ in the rookie season was great. I put in hours and hours of hard work in the offseason practicing, and just to show that it paid off in the end is really great. My goal for the 2020 season is to stay healthy, play to the best I can, but definitely I would love to repeat winning singles and doubles again this year. Like I said, I think it's going to be a lot harder, but it's definitely a push that I want. And I'm happy that everybody's getting better, and it's going to be harder for me because it pushes me to be better, and that's what I want ultimately. I would love to be the champ again this year. I am definitely going to try my best. Like I said, the competition is getting better every day, and so I'm going to push to be the best again. But we'll see. It's going to be a long 7-month season, and I'll hope to repeat what I did again.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. One stop, boy, $20.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlight.
I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
When I first got the email, I thought it was pranking me.
I need some clarity on this.
I went on YouTube and I Googled highlight.
I was like, Jai-Alai. They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
Having the work, played Division I sport, and then I had a child on the way, so I dropped out.
The crack era was tough. Sports in general was a way out of our environment.
It's really game time now, man. Blood, sweat, and tears.
We got the streets on fire.
This is gonna be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Born and raised in Miami.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I gotta win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And folks, there was a trailer for the award-winning documentary Magic City Hustle, about the start of the highlight program here at Magic City now just a few years ago. And if you'd like to watch that for yourself, you can head over to MagicCityCasino.com. Under the highlight tab there, the first button says Magic City Hustle. You click on that. It will take you directly to the website, or another way you can do it, just type in MagicCityHustle.com directly into your browser. Either way you do it, it'll take you to the same main page where you can then make a purchase of that film for $5, and from there you can enjoy it as many times as you like. Takes us now to just under 3 minutes till game number 9. We do have a scratch in this 9th game. Post 1, going to scratch Anderluck and replace him with Jedden. Game 9, post 1, scratch Anderluck and replace him with Jedden. And as we said, it is the Superfecta 9-point singles match. A little bit different than those Spectacular 7-1s that we've been seeing. And we got a video that will explain Spectacular 9 scoring for you all. Take a look.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
And now less than a minute till game 9 here. 1 more minute to get those wagers in for the Superfecta. If you'd like to bet that, only opportunity here in this performance today. Although we're done here at Magic City, the highlight will continue here. Nighttime highlight brought to you by our friends over at Dania. They'll be live here on the Highlight Channel. I believe that's a 7 p.m. start. So yeah, we're getting a little later in these performances. Both of these, one yesterday, today, taken closer to 2.5, 2:45, so that brings you right up to the start of Dania. Pretty much you can stay where you are and continue enjoying highlight action right here on the Highlight Channel. And with that, folks, we are ready to begin game number 9. Game 9, that Superfecta 9-point singles match going up to 9 points. All points still doubling after all matchups in the first round of play. Serving in the red of post 1 here, we have Jedden. He's substituting for Anderluck, and receiving in the blue of post 2, here's Ben. Jedden's serve begins this 9th and final game. Ben goes straight to the outside. Jen's got it. Karam. Ben has got the legs to get there. Makes a good adjustment at the last second. Caught him up on the inside. Plays it back. There's Jed now on the outside. Forehand. Tries to beat him to the inside. Gets there again. Good court coverage from Ben. Rolls it back to the inside. There's Jedden. Not a lot of room. Gets it up off the front wall. Slow bouncer comes to Ben. Cracks a Karam. That'll score. Nicely thrown. Point 2. 2 first up on the board in this 9th game. That'll bring to the court. White shirt to post 3. Here's Ikeda. Ikeda just does get there before the second bounce. Passes with this forehand. Ben setting up. Plays a 2-wall back. Ikeda reaches out and stops it. What a catch. Ben now digs it out. Gets it up. Ikeda runs under it. Takes it on the forehand. Right to the middle of the court. Ben's got it again. Faked it. And beat him to the inside. Was looking to throw the Karam. Beat him to the inside. That scores point 2. Two now, 2 points. Green shirt to post 4 to receive. Here's Kubala. Point 2. Black shirt to post 5 in to receive. Here's Bueno. Sidearm forehand. Scoop attempt. Missed by Ben. Point 5. In to receive for this matchup, we have Ron. Post 6. Ron back to the inside. Bueno foot on the wall. Makes the catch. Reverse played back. Rabote coming. Turn to the outside. Too far outside. A good scoop by Manuel. Point 5. Five now, 2 points. Pink shirt to post 7. In to receive here, we have Carballo. Carballo at the 11. Robote not coming out. Missed there by Bueno. Not coming out as far as he thought, rather. Point to the 7. And in receive, rounding out the first round of play, we have the purple shirt of post 8, Douglas. Douglas goes straight to the outside. A high scoop from Carballo. What a catch. Not crossing the sidewall. Douglas has got it easily on the left side. Here's Carballo. Goes back into position. Turns that Robote to the outside. Douglas in the air. Looking for the picata. Tries to get back there to make it. Not going to be able to haul it in there. Good shot from Douglas, scoring. Point 8. And that'll do it for the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points through the end of this game. Returning, we have Jed in post 1. Robote comes out. Douglas right back to the inside. Jedden, forehand Robote. Up off the front wall. Douglas pulls it from the side wall. That was a great catch. Jedden on a hop with that Robote. Douglas couldn't handle it on the quick bounce. Point 1. Returning the white shirt to post 3, Ikeda. Ikeda gets it around him inside. Robote on the back end for Jedden. Ikeda now. Sidearm forehand cut off at the 8 line, but that reverse gets away from him. Point 3. Returning post 4, here's Kubala. Robote forehand from Ikeda, just narrowly under that overhead screen. Kubala gets the Robote up. Ikeda back to the middle of the court now. Karam from Kubala. Caught him on the inside. Right shot, scores. Point 4. Kubala now on the board. He's got 2 points. Returning, here's Ben. He's got 3. Rotate forehand, Ben. Tries to take it in the air. He does. Goes straight to the outside. Kubala scooped it up. His Cortada. Not getting by Ben. Gets this back inside. Robote. Clips the sidewall, bringing Ben out to the middle of the court. This one, Kubala running back with it. Digs it out. That does hit. Ben's got the legs. He's going to get up there. Powerful forehand right to Kubala there. Soft play back inside. Runs around it. Takes it on the forehand. Kubala now slows it up, passes Ben. Robote, that one still played above the pad. Kubala winds it up, that 2-wall. Not going to stay in the court, sails wide. Point 2. Ben with 5 points now. He's got Ron, post 6. Ben tipped it right off the top of the cesta. Point 6. Ron on the board in this 9th game now with 2 points. Here's Bueno, post 5. Forehand from Ron. Tried to go outside with it. Not outside enough. Bueno's carom cutting out, but Ron gets there. What a grab. Here's Bueno. Turns that rebote to wall that stays in to score. What a shot from Bueno. Great effort. Gets him the point. Point 5. Here's post 7. Carballo returning. Bueno right along the sidewall, gets it up, passes Carballo. Does a nice job. Gets out from under the bridge there, getting a rebote up. Here's Carballo again. One-handed rebote. That's just above the pad. That looks good and working. Carom from Bueno, not cutting out far enough. The cortada. Great stop from Bueno. Doesn't overthrow it. Going to send Carballo back to the 10 line. Runs around it on the forehand. Here's Bueno. Back over the top. Brought in by Carballo. He's at the 11 now. Low reverse, right at the feet. No problem for Carballo. Powers that reverse back. This one's coming way out. Bueno turns it to the inside. Carballo sprinting back. It's not going to get there. Point 5. Returning, here's Douglas, post 8. And Bueno with the double hit on the rebote. Swung so hard through it that he made contact the next time around. Point 8. Douglas, 3 points now. Returning post 1, Jed. Jed's rebote passes Douglas. Played back to the inside. Jedden at the 9 line. Clips the sidewall, and Douglas lost it on the throw. Point 1. Four points for Jed now. Returning, here's Ikeda, post 3. Ikeda, forehand, tipped by Jen, will score, point 3. And returning, Kubala, green shirt to post 4. Rebote forehand. Ikeda. Kubala now from the middle of the court. Right to Ikeda back on the inside. Ikeda cutting it off at the 7. That reverse. Pass Kubala. Rebote comes shooting out. Does make the save. Ikeda now looking. Back to the inside. That's powerful forehand. Gonna get assessed on it. Not enough to reach the front wall. Good effort from Kubala. Point 3. 6 points for Ikeda now. Returning, here's Ben. Post 2. He has 5 points. There's clips the sidewall. Ikeda middle of the court. Comes over to the top. Ben missed it on the forehand. Point 3. That gives Ikeda possible game point here with 8 points. In stop in post 6, the yellow shirt, Ron. Point in game. White shirt at post 3, Ikeda. No playoff here. 5's going to place, 2's going to show, 1 takes the quad. Unofficial order of finish 4, game 9, 3-5, 2-1. We'll get the official results coming up momentarily. Results of the finale are now official. Post 3, Ikeda with the win. Post 5, Wano taking second. Post 2, Ben comes in third. Post 1, Jeden with the quad. 3-5, 2-1. Now official. For game 9, we see those prices there. The $2 late pick 3, 8-6-3, 3 of 3 numbers, 212.80. The 10-cent super, 3-5-2 all. Nobody had 3-5-2-1, so 3-5-2 with all numbers. 10 cents returns $132.45. The trifecta, big prices to close it out, $7.11.60. The $1 quinella, $1.3553 returns $48.70. That exacta price too, $3.597.50 off of $1. Not bad to close out the day. And we'll set the stage for you going into tomorrow to that Golden Cesta race. El Barba, he's got 7 total wins this week. Douglas has got 6, so that'll be a good race to close out the action tomorrow. El Barba with 1 more singles appearance. He's got 4 games compared to Douglas's 3. So El Barba could be looking at his 2nd consecutive Golden Cesta and 3rd of the season. Fantasy Highlight will close out tomorrow as well. $150 on the line, in addition to Magic City Highlight t-shirt going out to the winners as well. And that'll all be finishing up tomorrow. We'll be back here at 12 noon, but don't go anywhere if you want to stay on the Highlight channel. You need some more Highlight here tonight. Dania will be starting up at 7 p.m. So, folks, that will do it for this Saturday afternoon performance of Live Highlight in the Magic City and on the Highlight channel. We're glad that you chose to join us this afternoon. We invite you to join us again tomorrow when we'll be back here. 9 more action-packed games at 12 noon. We sure hope that you enjoyed today's Highlight action. Please like and subscribe to the Highlight channel on YouTube and let us know your thoughts and any questions you might have in the comments section. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Highlight, we thank you for joining us today, and we hope you'll join us again tomorrow at 12 noon for 9 more games. Goodbye till we can see you back here at Magic City Highlight. Enjoy your Saturday night, everyone. Take care.